consumer protection is kind of the wheelhouse of what a state attorneys general do. And we've been lucky in that the cuts that we have taken budget cuts, and our workforce is reduced, but only through attrition, right? The office peaked at 214 lawyers back in '08 when I came in. The most we've had under my time here is about 203, 204. I think we're down to 197, but no layoffs, and that's very important. We can show convincing. The reason while we have had a budget cut, it's been a significantly lower percentage than most other agencies, is that we can convincingly make the case that we bring in a lot more revenue to the state than it costs to run our office. The RBS settlement alone, my budget's about $31 million. RBS alone was $120 million. If we had to use outside counsel, let's say we were resource starved and we couldn't put the 3 very good lawyers full-time on it that we did, whatever we're paying those 3 lawyers, it's a hell of a lot less than as somebody getting a 25% cut on the settlement. Ditto, our share, by being a leader on the Moody's settlement, we got $31 million in change. If we had not been a leadership state, we would have gotten maybe 10 or 11 million. And so we can convincingly make the case that by having an adequate staff, it would be penny-wise and pound foolish to cut us. I go a lot further than just the money we bring in. If we get sued about 1,000 times a year. If we can lawyer up on a case, do appropriate discovery, and figure out that they're suing us for $100,000, well, it's worth $20,000, not $100,000, and settle for 20 rather than settling flying blind for 50, 60, or 70. It doesn't take too many savings of 20, 30, 40,000 by having an adequate legal staff to pay for an assistant attorney general who's making $80,000, $90,000 a year. We review more than 2,000 contracts a year, and we catch a lot. If legally we're only required to review them for legal sufficiency, but are the I's dotted and the T's crossed. In fact, we frequently find issues larger substantive issues that need to be fixed. We save the state money when we do a high-quality contract review. I've never in 6 years issued done a contingency contract where we hire an outside law firm and they get a cut of whatever they bring in. We also, for example, the CJEF case, the massive litigation on school funding, we handle that in-house with 5 lawyers full-time. The plaintiffs were represented by Deborah Voice and Plimpton pro bono, 14 lawyers full-time for 2 years, over 70,000 hours of work by Deborah Voice. If we had gone with an outside firm, it would have cost millions of dollars in legal fees. So by having an adequate staff, having a strong staff, it's not just money we bring in, it's money we save. The point I also make when I talk to legislators or to the governor is that I think we're the first AG office in the country to have more women lawyers than male lawyers, and it's because most of the retirements that have taken place were people who were hired in the 70s and 80s, and there was a preponderance of white males, and I've hired more women than men, but I've been able to hire and from some of the top law firms in this state, really bright young lawyers. It's a very diverse group. I think it's got, of my 30, I think 4 are African-American women, Latinos, very, very diverse, high-quality group of lawyers, virtually all of whom had to take a significant pay cut to come work for the state. And if the message is to these really bright young lawyers that you take a pay, you want to go into public service, you take a pay cut, you come to the AG's office, and 6 months or 18 months later you get laid off, I won't be able to attract those kinds of high-quality people. And so we've been fortunate in making the case that our work is very good for the general public, and we're going to protect our budget accordingly.